what's up, I'm Dom and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're checking out some earbuds, these to be exact. These are the SOUNDPEATS Free2 Classics and they seem pretty cool, especially for the price. So immediately, if you have a look at the box, you see that they have touch controls, they're IPX5 waterproof or water resistant, and they have a 30-hour battery life, or playtime to be exact, which all in all sounds pretty good, especially if you consider the price. So yeah, let's have a look what these are like. So let's start with having a look at the box. So this is the box. They've gone for the cool approach with a nice color scheme. But yeah, anyway, let's have a look at what's inside of the box. So I've got my unboxing knife, which obviously makes life easier. So got the plastic off. Okay, so looking at the box, they don't seem any different to what you'd see from any other earbuds at this sort of price range. You have this sort of cover, and inside of the cover you are faced with an empty box, or you're faced with a plain box. And inside of that box you're faced with the actual product, or in this case a foam plate, just to keep the item protected, I take it. But one thing I already like about this is this case. I mean, look at that. I'm not sure if you can see it. Let's take the plastic off. But yeah, look at that. It's got this sort of leather effect, which looks awesome. It's USB-C. You've got the SOUNDPEATS logo just here, and those are the earbuds. That's what they look like. They look pretty cool. I'm currently daily driving these bad boys. These are the Sony WF-1000 XM3s, and sound quality wise they are amazing, by the way, really nice. Two things that lets these earbuds down is the fact that the case is absolutely massive, and the second thing is the fact that the actual earbud is just huge. But if I compare these to these, there is a major difference in size. These are a lot more portable, and they feel nicer in your hand as well. And also, on a side note, the USB-C port isn't in a bad place like it is with these ones, because what I've noticed is one of my chargers, the one I take with me in my everyday carry, is simply too thick to fit in there. It just will not fit. But with this one, it's in a very convenient place. It's just there basically, which is what it should be like. You got another foam pad to protect the product. You have an instruction manual, and you have another box which I imagine holds the charger and accessories. So let's have a look at what's inside of here. Okay, so you have a USB-C cable to USB-A, by the way, and you have what looks to be like 4 additional ear tips, and that's it for the accessories. I don't expect there to be anything else in there. Okay, so let's check the earbuds out. So the case is actually magnetic to this. I'm not sure if you can see that. It's always nice to see magnetic. So they actually look pretty cool. And one thing I will say, they do have some film over the charging prongs. I'm hoping that they are charged. So yeah, with the charging cover things off, hopefully they are charged and ready to go. Let's find out. So I think that's how they go in. Okay, so I just heard a sound say that they are pairing. And one thing I will say is that they are extremely light. I like that. They are very light. I really like that. So I'm now gonna pair these to my iPad and I'm gonna see what they sound like. So let's have a look. So they already came up, which is good to see. So I just heard the voice to tell me that they are connected. Right, let's have a listen to some music.
I had a feeling you'd come back and save me from all those lonely nights and heartbreaks. And I feel misplaced without you. Why don't we go back to, why don't we go back to, never wanted to end.
So as far as my first impression goes about these, to begin with, I didn't really I didn't find them any different compared to any other wireless earbuds at this sort of price range. But I think that was because of the type of song I was playing, and the song wasn't of great quality to begin with. So I changed the song onto something a little bit better, a song that had an equal amount of decent bass as well as highs, and I instantly fell in love with them. For me, obviously this is different for everyone. Obviously, everyone has different tastes in sound quality, so it's difficult for me to say that this is a good set, a decent set of earbuds, when we all like our sound differently. But for my taste, I'm someone who likes decent quality as well as really good bass, and that's something that these delivered extremely well. The highs were clear, they were pretty decent, and so were the lows. The bass on them was really punchy, and I think that they are pretty cool. For that, they're pretty good. Definitely, they are up there. So I'm now going to confirm my thoughts about these by daily driving them for at least a week, and I'm going to tell you what I think after. But as far as my first impression goes, and I think that they are brilliant. Right, so it's been just over a week since I last recorded footage for this video, and since then I managed to get ill as well, so apologies if I sound a little bit different, but nevertheless I must continue. So I've daily driven these for practically the entire week, and I think that they're pretty good, if I'm honest. I started my week off with a stroll to the train station as the weather was nice, and I started that off with just music, and the first thing I noticed is that they are pretty decent at isolating noise, even though they aren't noise cancelling. But I also noticed that the sound quality is pretty decent for that price. I think that not only was the bass really good, as I mentioned in the first impressions, but it was also clear and the sound quality was just pure. So I was listening to music for a short period of time because I felt a little bit unproductive, so I decided to move on to an audiobook. Now, something I noticed immediately is that these are much better when it comes to vocals. So I was able to very clearly, for that matter, hear the reader, hear the book, and if I'm honest, throughout the entire week, so whether I was in a meeting or whether I was listening to a video tutorial or even a YouTube video, I found that the vocals were extremely good, and even better than the music actually. Now, when it comes to noise cancelling, obviously I mentioned that these aren't active noise cancelling, but when I was on the train, they still managed to isolate quite a bit. I mean, I'm about to show you the level of noise isolation that these give. I'm going to try and edit it so that you get a better picture, but I don't know of any other way I could show you.
I don't feel like waking up without you by my side. Why don't we go back to your bedroom?
Yeah, so hopefully you seen that quality difference. Now moving on to the case. So as I said before, the case is really good. Now these have lived in my pocket with my keys and everything. You know, they've been open to the elements, and with my keys and everything, and I can't even see a scratch on them, which is good news. The case is really well designed on this. Now, in terms of the magnets, one thing I have noticed in the past with other providers, with other brands, is that when you start doing this, the headphones fall out straight away. But the magnets are actually so powerful on these; they just stay put. Same goes for the actual lid. It doesn't sort of open, which some of them do. I know my AirPod Pro case does. But yeah, so overall, I think that for that sort of price, you honestly are getting a bargain. So yeah, that's it for this video. If you enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more great content. Till next time.
I had a feeling you'd come back and save me from all those lonely